So let's talk about the key issues we were facing. But before that, if you guys can see the background behind, so it's the 681st Street, Jamaica Plain, where this project got a kickstart. So the first issue is is a fundraising challenge. We're struggling to raise funds because our project prioritizes community impact over profits. Traditional investors often expect high returns, which we can't offer, and the grants and public funds are highly competitive because the big giants get their hands first on it. So to tackle this, we're exploring community crowdfunding and partnerships with mission-driven organizations that value social outcomes.
This is also the first step of design thinking, the methodology that we believe as a collective is the best way to tackle the issue that Hyde Park Main Street is currently facing.
Yeah, so what we've kind of done is create a little roadmap to kind of help us prioritize key actions from securing the space to funding, staffing, operations, and community engagement. And this structure is kind of really critical for a nonprofit project like ours, where resources are kind of limited and the execution is really important. So.
As a team of case consultants, we are committed to equity, innovation, and insight-driven action. We believe in food as medicine and in the transformative power of programs like this one.
2 weekends, it's not a whole semester. So I think that was my original shock when I saw how much information you were able to capture on the little like single page sheets within the first couple of days. So I said, okay, like we're going somewhere here. Like we actually are gonna have something that's gonna be useful by the end of this. I might not have had that kind of expectation, knowing it was only going to be 2 weekends.
Like, I don't know how it's going to happen, but it did happen. So thank you for all your hard work. And I'm very surprised and very delighted that the team was able to pull through. Great job. Thank you.
I'll jump in. I'll just say I learned that you can change the world in 2 weeks. So TN,
Yeah.
the expectations have been set higher. So let's get going. Let's get it.
As an international student, I think this is very invaluable to get really hands-on experience with a US-based company. So especially they are mission-driven and we are making some socially impact. So this is my first like hands-on consulting project in the US. So I find it is very precious that I can put it into my resume and my as one of my experience. And I really appreciate what this course bring me.
So I did my undergrad at Northeastern many years ago, and I got to experience 3, 6-month co-ops, and I think that makes Northeastern really special. And unfortunately, as you get older and you have more responsibilities, you don't have the time to, do grad school full time and do a bunch of co-ops. So, I mean, this was a very brief, intensive co-op. So it gave us gave me a taste of that again, which I thought was really valuable. And I think, even our classes that we take in the fall and the spring semester that are longer should all have something like this kind of injected into it. Because I mean, I know it's a lot of work, but it'd be cool to have something like this in every class that we do.
I would just say that I really love the experience. I think it just exemplifies kind of what's possible in 2 weeks, especially in like a smaller group. And I just really appreciated kind of professor and all the work that she's kind of put into it. I know that it does take a lot of work to kind of develop it and get it started. So I just really appreciate that. And I love the opportunity. So thank you.
I really appreciate this experience because my professional experience so far has been restricted to the logistics industry. And I do get an opportunity to work with clients and solve different issues all the time. But being able to step out of that and step out of the mold that my company already has set up and think outside the box has been a really interesting experience for me.
For me, it was a great and rewarding experience. As for a challenge, I was long aware of the food as a medicine concept, but there was a lot of, when it came to like data research, and there was a lot of terms that are like super unfamiliar to me. You know, healthcare. I haven't worked in healthcare before, and like seeing the terms like Section 1115 waiver or like I don't know, the SNAP benefits. There's a lot of new stuff, but it was really interesting to learn and kind of dip my toes in a different sort of realm. And at the end of the day, it was also a great thought that all of this research, all of the things that we're doing is gonna be ultimately coming to the betterment of communities and the betterment of people.
I think that it was very great. It was great to get to meet Tian and Mark and learn more about Hyde Park and more about what the organization is doing and be able to support and, you know, give a little capital to Tian. I think that so much being a leader of an organization, sometimes you're doing everything. And so being able to be a thought partner to Tian and an outside perspective and help her think about what things you can do to continue to grow and bring more people in. Bringing people in is such a natural part of the organization, and sustainability is really what we're looking for. And I think being able to lend some ideas about how to do that was very meaningful.